Hello, welcome. I've switched over to the 4080 Super, so I'm going to be playing for a little bit more of Last of Us Part 2. See how far we can get. I do want to try and play through the whole game, if possible, but we'll see how it goes. It should be interesting to see this GPU, how it performs compared to everything else we've seen so far. And we'll do the usual like 4K, 1440p and 1080p. I also actually, before I forget, I do have resizable bar enabled again, so it'd be interesting to see if that causes us an issue. That issue we were having with the 5090. So we'll see if it's also really bad. I don't think it will be, because it seems like it's just an issue with 50 series, but we'll see. If it is bad, then I can always just disable it again. Let's boot into the game, sort the overlay out as well. Did quickly check all my stats. I think everything looked pretty much alright. Just gonna have to do the shaders, I think, really quick. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well. See if we can keep the 100 streak. Did actually realise, I was looking at that 5060 Ti. Might try and get one of those. I think it comes out, I think it's like this week or next, like, you know, this coming week. So we'll see how it goes. If there's, let me know if you're interested in seeing that one. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look at settings. I also do have DLSS 4 overridden from the Nvidia app, so when we're switching DLSS on, it'll automatically be DLSS 4. I'll do 4K at first. Looks like we're already at 4K native. I've not got any scaling or frame generation on. We've got it set to TAA, which I'll leave it at that, but we will probably switch to DLAA. Everything else looks like it's pretty much maxed. I think we left it yesterday with the settings all maxed. This is all set to, yeah, this is all fully maxed, very high. I think we've pretty much got everything maxed. Full resolution, field of view 5, which I think is default. Only things I've changed is motion blur and depth of field. Switch those off.
Your friends are too?
No, hello, you love me, thanks. I love you too.
We were lucky Mel was there.
I love you too.
She's one of the best surgeons in Seattle. Mel.
Look at this here though, 100 FPS almost. Well, I say that. It's not quite 100, is it?
Owen.
Looks about sort of high 80s, breaking 90 a little bit here.
And the dog's Alice.
Dipping down to 70s though in this bit. So still, yet again, quite a bit of a range
How do we get to the really
of FPS, but
the bridge is there. How the head kicks out toward
this
the really tall buildings.
This is roughly the same performance, isn't it? It's not too different from the 5070 Ti and 9070 XT, really. This looks about the same so far. Only difference is probably GPU power looks a little bit less, 270, and obviously VRAM, like we saw yesterday on the Nvidia GPUs, it seems to use a lot less VRAM this game. We had about 14 or 15 gig on the 9070 XT at some points.
Okay.
Maybe it'll creep up a little bit as we play. See how it goes. Doesn't look too bad. The lows definitely look a little bit better on this compared to the 50 series, like 5090 and stuff when we were testing on those. I'm seeing a little, like the occasional small little spike in the frame time, but got a 0.1% low of 50 at the moment, so maybe seems a little bit better. And bear in mind, this is with resizable bar on as well. On the 5090 when I had that on, we had about 50% usage, didn't we? Caesar, hello. Oh, big star there. Okay, so it does still definitely going to have worse lows than Nvidia 50 series. What am I saying? AMD GPUs. Caesar, hello. You're going to hop off stream? Yeah, fair enough. No worries. How early? What do you mean? I'm a little bit earlier today than like on a weekday because obviously I'm not at work, so I can go live a bit earlier on the weekend. Quite dark down here. Let me just double check. Actually, I need to make sure I had to redo the capture card settings because I think I fixed my stream PC issue. We'll see how it goes. Let me know how the stream is. I think it's I think the issue that I was having was with the riser cable that I was using for my mini RTX, which I've ordered another one. Hopefully that will sort it out. Weird how it just stopped working though, because I didn't change anything and it just randomly stopped working one day. Sorry, I'm just checking the settings a sec. Should have tested rebar off. Yeah, we can do that in a little bit. I want to see it with it on first, though. Test out with it off. I mean, we don't have any issue. We don't have the same issue here. That was more of what I was curious to see if... Do we have the same issue as the 5090, which we don't. So straight away, we know it's not affecting the this, at least in this area. But later on, I can restart and switch that off and see. But I would guess it probably is not going to make too much difference with it off here, because... We've got pretty much maxed GPU usage, so I wouldn't have thought it doesn't affect, it doesn't, at least from
Okay, I see it.
other people's performance, it doesn't seem to affect 40 series like it does 50
we can't get the stuff
in this game.
She'll have to try to do the surgery with what Owen has around. It's not... That wouldn't be good.
What Hertz monitor do I have? 144.
You get the supplies. Yeah, she'll have a good shot. Do you know our dogs can play cards like that? I'm 13.
So we can easily... from my monitor, having 100 FPS here, that's not too bad.
Do other people think you're funny?
We can make use of that at least.
What's compartment? If too much pressure builds up in your muscles, the blood can't move in and out of the tissue.
I'll tell you what I do want to check, because that sounds... Yeah, we want it narrow. See, I can tell that straight away.
Tissue? Kind of like the skin inside your body.
That was a bad idea.
Doctors. Wait, no.
Does still occasionally stutter for me though, so it'd be interesting to see if maybe switching rebar off, if that fixes that at all, which I don't think it will, because overall, with rebar on and off on the 50 series, it did still stutter. In both scenarios, it was really just the usage that was the problem. I think that's sorry, it still sounds quite different for me. That is definitely the settings I had before. 1% low numbers don't works correctly on Afterburner. How do you mean great in a piece? Yeah, I've got the latest beta version. Yeah, that has support for 50 series and stuff. 9800 X3D as well. Overall, though, this performance, it looks fairly similar, really, to... Doesn't look too dissimilar from the 5070 Ti and even 9070 XT, really. Maybe just slightly higher, because we've got an average of sort of mid-80s here. I think we'd probably have slightly lower on those other two. at 4K.
See if we can get to the top of this building.
For you anyway. It might be though if you're on an
Sky
Nvidia
bridges
GPU.
before,
It
right?
might actually. It's not a bug with the MSI. It's actually
we're
just
gonna
the
see a
loads
lot
of
of
are
scars?
poor.
Seraphites. I don't know.
You gonna be okay if we do?
Hello,
Yesterday.
because I've tested with the
Yeah, but
exact same
says we're
settings,
hunting.
MSI, everything on
Oh.
AMD GPU on this game, and the lows are better. So I don't think it's an MSI bug. I think it's purely just they are just better on AMD GPUs on this game. It's better. It seems to be better though on 40 series compared to 50. 50 was worse than this. Does this game have multi-frame generation? No, it has just like normal DLSS 3 frame generation, but not multi. What's the stream? Is the stream stuttering at all? Just because I can switch the settings down a little bit. This is also kind of testing it out because I think I fixed my stream PC now. What is it? It looks alright, doesn't it? No, that's TAA, but I can switch on DLAA now, which I did initially plan to. To be honest, you're not really going to notice too much difference at 4K in terms of visuals, really. It's going to look pretty much the same. Can we get in there? Does have quite aggressive stutters, doesn't it, though? For that 0.1% low there of
Watch the
12.
glass.
Not ideal. You even see really small ones when I move really fast. Look, you see? El Greco, hello. The FPS that should be set is 72. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. You mean cap it at 72? Yeah, I mean we're testing. I'm just testing it, so we don't normally ever really cap FPS here. Sometimes try out VSync, but don't really have any need to cap the FPS because we want to see what it can do.
Fine.
I'm sure.
I said I'm fine.
Even with frame generation, I want to see how high the FPS will go, you know? Not too much different FPS in terms of DLAA. Basically the same, but like I say, I don't think you'll really... We've seen before at 4K. That looks quite a good view, doesn't it? At 4K, I don't really think you'll be able to tell too much of a difference really between DLAA and TAA, at least in this game. Some games it's a bit of a bigger difference, but who needs to open this door? Look. Could have just walked through it.
We're gonna have to do a little zigzagging.
Oh, was that hello, Space Marine.
How long have you two been on the run for?
2 days.
Where were you headed?
I don't know. Just away.
So you're gonna tell me the real reason why they're after you now?
I did.
They want to kill a little boy because he shaved his head.
I wasn't allowed. It's a rule.
Is VRAM it's allocated, but
So why'd
you mean
do it?
dedicated, right? Actual usage is basically the same.
Pretty punk
on
rock
this.
of you.
Punk rock?
I get the impression you don't follow most rules.
It's actually using quite low VRAM on Nvidia GPUs, this game, compared to AMD. AMD with about 14 to 15 gig here. At the moment, we've only got about... Realistically, it's dedicated. It's probably about 12. It's very close to allocated VRAM. But as soon as, if we do switch frame generation on, that'll obviously add like a gig and a half, which we'll check out in a little bit. DLAA. Generally, DLAA is probably better to have on, but it depends what resolution you're at. The higher the resolution, the kind of less you're going to notice, because anti-aliasing doesn't really make so much of a difference the higher the resolution is. So you'll definitely see an improvement at 1080p and 1440p, but just at like 4K, and then if you went to 8K, you'll not really be able to tell much visual difference. Depends on the game, though. Some games you will, but... we should probably craft some stuff. Recommended settings, yeah, what are those though? It's probably with DLSS on and stuff, isn't it? No, it doesn't have ray tracing. Otherwise we would definitely not be getting 80 FPS at 4K. Yeah, it'd be like, well, it would depend what type of ray tracing. If it was full ray tracing, so path tracing, we'd probably be getting like 20 FPS on this. Then just normal, just not full ray tracing, but it's kind of standard ray tracing. Probably would get like maybe 30, 35. But this game doesn't have any of that, so... We'll have a look with DLSS 4 quality. We'll switch that on in a sec.
Cool.
Oh, I forgot I had a crossbow, actually. What slot's it in?
How long you been using that thing?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot I had that.
Since forever.
I'm good with it.
You should have seen Yara.
Noah, hello. How's it running? Not too bad. I mean, FPS is like pretty good for 4K. It does still stutter though. It's definitely better than the 50 series. And I've also got resizable bar on, and it's not got the, you know, the weird usage issue. It does still stutter though, so you can see every now and then there's quite an aggressive stutter. But it definitely seems better than 50 series. Much better. Time to get the crossbow out. Can I shoot through this? Will that go terribly?
Gotta get through there.
Gotta smash the window though. I could pipe bomb it. They can't get through the glass though, can they? I don't think... Can they smash through glass? It's so dark in there. What is that? Oh my god, there's loads. I don't think they can get through the glass, can they? So in theory, I'm safe. There's a big boy. I just can't actually see though. I can't see the shot. I'll chuck another pipe bomb. Oh, I got that one. Oh, I didn't. How did I not get that one? I mean, I hit it. All together. This is funny. Does it start on the 9070 XT? No, not really. It's much better on the AMD GPUs from what I've seen. I mean, I've only actually seen the 9070 XT, I think, on this. But just having a look online, it seems way better on just AMD in general. But it's a console. It's a port, so... Oh, they can come through there.
Watch it!
Whoa. They can smash through the glass.
You okay?
Yes.
I put on a 4K LG Ultra Gear. It should be in the description. It's not an OLED though, no.
Curious.
I don't know.
I forgot I had a silencer as well. Which is better, the 5070 Ti? It's really not like massively different, to be honest. Obviously on a 5070 Ti you've got probably more, you know, you do have more multi-frame generation, so you don't have that support if we're talking specifically about this game. I'd say this, it's hard to say exactly in this specific area because I don't think I've seen this specific area with a 5070 Ti. I would say this 4080 Super though probably has a bit of a higher average, but it's not huge. Because we're averaging in the sort of mid-80s here. I think the 5070 Ti probably averages more like 75 to 80 or something, like in between there in this area. So it's this would be better. It's not like a huge difference though. They look like rice. Arsenal are about to get absolutely ruined. They're going to get 5-0'd at Madrid. One can pray. I did watch the second half of the Arsenal game, yeah. Which, to be honest, I picked right, didn't I? I caught all the goals. Missed the 0-0 first half. Caught all the goals, so
Waters picked up a lot of speed.
I planned that out all right.
Okay?
I've done stuff like this before.
More like 5-0 to Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, I thought Madrid looked absolutely dreadful. What happened? What happened to them? But this is what Madrid do. You think they're out, and then next game you end up getting knocked out on penalties or something, you know? That's literally what Madrid do.
Do you know every scar?
Stop calling
They'll
us
look like they're
scars.
out, and somehow
Sure.
they'll just like do it at the last minute. What do you think the strat will be for Arsenal, though? Surely it'll just be park the bus. With a 3-0 lead? There's no point going to Madrid and trying to, like, score, is there? There's just no point. Because you'll just then be inviting them to score. Surely it'll just be park the bus. Just absolutely 11 in defence. Get it done. Let's have a look. I'm going to switch DLSS 4 quality on now. So if I come down here, go DLSS quality, we should hopefully, with a bit of luck, be about 100 with that. realistically, which... Yeah, looks like you'll probably average more, maybe 110 here, which is pretty good. I'll have a little playthrough like this. You're not going to notice too much visual difference, I don't think, with this. It's going to look basically like native. As I said earlier, this is DLSS 4. Oh my god. Oh god, I thought I missed that. Do still straight away though. Have this not stutter, but the spikes in the frame time. They're just like really small. You see that there? It might be a little hard to see on the stream, but still get that even with DLSS. So the lows are still quite
Where we're supposed
not
to be?
great. 59.
This building will take us to the building next door.
Seeing VRAM come down to about 11.6 there. So this game really does use quite a bit less VRAM compared to the 9070 XT. Which way do I go though? You sold your 4080 Super for 1,600. Is that what? Is that pounds? Which way do we go? I know what happened in the second half. One of the weirdest switch ups, and it's not as if they looked great. Yeah, I don't know. It looked like they just weren't. It looked like Madrid just weren't up for it. It just looked like they just weren't that interested in the game. They almost were like, let's just try and play out for a draw or something, and we'll try and win it at home or something. That's what it looked like. It just looked like they didn't really. I know they lost. Didn't they lose a game before that to Valencia? Didn't they? Maybe they're just going for a bit of a weird. That's what I say with Madrid, though. They're always a little bit like that, and then they somehow at the last, you think they're out, and then all of a sudden, they score like 3 goals in 10 minutes or something in the second leg, and it's like,
People from the old time are weird.
they somehow scrape through. There you go, big stutter there. Did I already come this way? I've got no idea. We came through this way, didn't we? It all looks the same. She's not following me. I think it's maybe just a little loot situation. Might be just me, but DLSS frame generation, camera motion seems really inconsistent on this. Goes from choppy to smooth. I haven't really noticed that, to be honest. I can switch frame generation on in a sec. But I don't think I've really noticed that before. What's your base FPS before you switch it on?
What the fuck? Oh god.
I had a cousin who was afraid of heights.
Good for your cousin. Okay.
Here we are.
This is one hell of a shortcut, isn't it?
Follow me.
How much higher are we going? It's a lot, isn't it?
Yes.
Show off.
It's not that hard.
Uh-huh.
It'd be interesting to see whether a 790, 700... yeah, I don't have that CPU, though. I have the 9800X3 and a 4900K at the moment.
This way.
Oh, big
gonna
starter
find
there
these.
again.
Wolves never look up.
What does that mean?
It means no matter how many people or guns you have, we'll find a way around you.
Maybe you should stop saying we, since they're trying to kill you.
Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well if you haven't already. Try and get as many as we can. The RAM, the system RAM, yeah, it looks, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, we're at 18. It seems to overall use less VRAM and less RAM, though, because on the 9070 XT, we had about 22.
Hey, on the left!
You should have.
We had about 22 gigs of system RAM. And about 14 to 15 gigs of VRAM on the 9070 XT, so it seems to be a bit heavier with that GPU. I'm going to use the scope.
Austin! Oh no!
The monitor's in the way. I've only got one bullet left. Oh. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
He was screaming. Oh, I shot her arm off. Yikes. Am I streaming on the same PC? No. No, I have a second PC.
Let me help.
I got it.
Did she get shot in the arm as well?
Did you hear what they called me?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me about it?
Do you want me to ask you about it?
No.
There's people after her as well. Which way do we go? There was a... wasn't there somewhere else here? Oh, I thought there was another ladder this side. I don't think there is. Artificial frame stand out. I can have a look. We can switch frame generation on now because I don't actually have it on at the moment. Switch that on here. Did you try? Have you seen the same thing with FSR frame generation as well? Oh wow! Look at that frame time. Oof.
Whoa.
Yeah, that frame time. That almost looks like what happens
Guys,
normally
don't
with
hold this.
multi-frame generation on.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's pretty cool.
Oh, we are getting 100 and... well, we've got an average of 177. But
Awesome.
like I say, it has increased that VRAM, so about 13 now, so... I think that's added... it's added about,
if
what?
your
It's normally about a
prophet
gig
didn't
to
know
gig
she
and a
was
half.
starting.
It'll add
She
switching
saved
NVIDIA frame
dozens of
generation on.
people in ways no one can explain.
She blew up trucks
That's
and
pretty
killed
much
some
what we're seeing here.
soldiers.
Still enough
Not that
VRAM
hard
though,
to
obviously
explain.
16, so we're still fine
Have
for that.
you read her writings?
Skimmed some.
You'd benefit from it.
Sure.
One actual quite big noticeable difference between this and the 9070 XT, I guess, is the like memory junction and hotspots are like way cooler on this. Only about 85 on my 9070 XT. Very efficient 4K. Oh, what, the 4080 Super? Yeah, I don't stream off the same PC purely just because then there's just absolutely no performance here. It's like more accurate performance-wise when we're testing it. You can be a bit more accurate with that. This is roughly the FPS you'll get, as opposed to if we were streaming, we'd probably be dropping a little bit of FPS. It said that doesn't hit 200. We can drop the DLSS preset a little bit and we'll almost definitely be able to hit 200 because we're not too far off. Faster crafting. You can actually craft ammo, that might be a good one.
I'll go first this time.
That scream, I know. It was pretty intense, isn't it? It's because I shot her arm off, though. I was like, yeah, fair enough. I'd probably be screaming like that as well.
Seriously, how high up are we going?
What do I use to capture your sound from? I use a capture card.
It's an honor. He's with our prophet now.
He passed bravely. You should be proud.
We are. Thank you. The elders have offered us a new child.
That is a great honor.
Elizabeth is grateful. I'm just not sure she's ready yet.
The elders know what's best.
Vintage style, yo.
All be for the best.
Shall I just open fire on these guys?
Of course.
No. This guy's gonna get crossbowed.
Good shot.
Oh, whoa. What a shot that was. DLSS. Okay, yeah, I mean, I haven't really noticed. To be honest, I wasn't really paying too much attention. Let's play for a little bit more and I'll try and keep an eye out. I mean, it feels fine to me. I'm not really noticing anything. Oh, there's loads. Oh, I can't craft the,
All right.
grab some of them back. Actually, we could probably heal up as well, actually, because my health's not that great. Resolution, at 4K. Well, I did just notice some weirdness on the image there when I was just healing. Don't know if anyone else noticed on this bit here. It's fine now, but when I was just healing, it had some weird fuzzy bit. How have I ridden DLSS? In the app, Nvidia app. Oh, that's a shot and a half as well.
Hold on. Hear that? They're looking for us.
Oh, I hate it. It creeps me out when they whistle like that. Is it just one? There's two. I'm glitching out.
Scour this room. We missed someone.
What is going on when she moves like that? Look. I'm not even moving. I'm not actually touching anything.
Watch yourselves.
I'll have a day off. Oh, it's a big... Damn it. I didn't realise it was a big guy. Big woman. I think there's only one left anyway. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Oh, this is bad. If I just hide it out. Damn it. I was so close to doing it. Do they know that I'm here, or are they just... Oh, this is bad. Hell no. That was close. Where do you come from? Still a big stutter there. Oh, I think I shot her arm off as well.
Fuck these scars. Seraphites, whatever.
Yeah, fuck them.
Never heard a Seraphite cuss before.
I'm dead? Nah, you got no faith. Oh, they're not really dropped any ammo. There's some. It's my experience with 4K. In this game, it's fine. You can, on this game and with this GPU, you can play with frame generation and stuff. Really, I haven't noticed in terms of latency. The base FPS is we had an average of about 80-85 as our base FPS. So you won't really have any issues with latency with that. I think Noah's saying something about like image quality. I haven't personally. I can't really I haven't noticed anything, but. Are you able to override frame gen or just super res? Just the res super res. Yeah, you can't. There's no frame generation override in this game.
Where to now? Wait, let me guess.
Is there no way to automate that text?
Yes.
I think there's a bit of a hacky way. I just haven't had time to look at it. To like get it working, it's a little bit hacky. It's not like a simple, it's not like a toggle in the existing settings. You have to change some actual like fundamental filing to it, I think.
Hey, pull that door down.
Shit.
Can I give you some advice?
Oh my god.
Just think about the good parts.
The good parts.
Yeah, like you run faster.
She's freaking out. This is so high though, actually. Jeez.
Every bad feeling, your palms sweating, your heart racing.
See if we can hit 200 though. I'll drop the DLSS preset down a little bit, put on performance. It should still look pretty good, really.
Signs are actually.
Wonder if we actually... There you go.
So when you feel afraid, you should think about how your body is getting ready for what's coming. Only when weak may I carry my true strength.
I played any more Shadows? No, I don't. I haven't played. I don't think I've played any games off stream for like the past like 3 weeks, probably.
That's a profit thing.
Yeah.
I do want to try it again. I want to try it with
I thought you were
Optiscaler. I was
anti-electricity
kind of
and all
waiting
that
for them to maybe
stuff.
patch the game a bit. I know there was one patch, but I don't think it really did anything to performance, did it?
That's convenient.
I will play it more though. So this is at performance. It still looks pretty good though, doesn't it? Do you still get dips under 200 though? Because it's the same really on just all upscaling on this game. I feel like quality and balance are pretty good, and then once you start going performance and ultra performance, I feel like you don't really gain so much FPS. It becomes much less worth it. It's the same on this really. Running a little bit low on resources. Damn, bro, what tower is this then? Is this an actual tower in Seattle? Is there a tower this tall? This reminds me of that Hitman mission. Is it Hitman 3 and the first when you're on a skyscraper in like Dubai?
Lev.
Follow me.
Fuck.
We'll go slow.
I don't know if I can do this.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Look at this.
People cross this regularly?
Yeah,
You're lying.
I'm not. I mean, it's not the most popular route.
Oh my god.
Just try not to look down.
Bro, there'd be absolutely no way I'd be doing this. I mean, to be fair, you're so high up. You can't. It doesn't actually even look like you're high, if you see what I mean, because you can't actually see anything.
How you feeling?
I'm waiting on all that.
You can't see how high you are.
Cold.
Cool.
What?
Never mind.
What's going on between you and your friend Owen?
Oh my god, Lev, now?
It seemed really awkward.
Just go!
No zombies up there. Well, you can just push them off. If there was any zombies, I'd just push them off.
I did it!
Come on.
Can we take a minute and be impressed by me?
Not yet.
Lev,
I'm gonna... Yeah, I couldn't really notice any issues with the frame generation there, to be honest. I couldn't see any weird image stuff. Any weird image issues going on. The only thing, obviously, that frame time, but I think it probably breaks
I'm
it.
gonna hug you.
It almost breaks it like when we put on multi-frame generation. It looks the same because it breaks, obviously, the
Holy
what is it,
shit,
flip
Lev.
metering in
It's gonna be
the way it's
okay.
recorded in
Eyes on me.
MSI. It can't output it. So look at it with performance though, 90% GPU usage. So that's actually down quite a bit compared to native, isn't it? Had it maxed that at native and even quality, it is dipping down quite a lot. 90% here, 89. I will, towards the sort of end of the stream, I'll maybe switch rebar off on my PC and see how that does with that. I mean, obviously with the 50 series, there was quite a big difference.
How
I
are
don't know
you
if
not
it's going to be the same
terrified
on
of
this.
And don't quote the prophet to me.
Heights never scared me.
What does?
The ocean, dogs.
Holy fuck.
Oh, okay, now it's bad. You can see now. I always thought that it's the same in Uncharted. The way that the buildings and scenery look, I always thought it was really good on this in the distance, you know? I always thought it looked really good.
Almost there.
How is? I feel like this kind of
Hey,
structure
look, you can see the hospital now.
would just not last that long.
Oh, fuck. Focus on me. I can't do this, Lev.
Building
Can't
like
do this. Yes, you
some
can.
wooden trail up here.
You're going to. Come on. True strength. True strength.
Wait, what? I didn't press anything. What? Why is it as though she like jumped off? I didn't press anything. Did I just not get the balance right? Why did she jump? Why did she jump like that? You would fall, you wouldn't jump. She like fully jumped to clear the railings.
Okay, you're almost there. You can make it. Careful.
Almost there.
G-Sync on. It will be actually, yeah, because it automatically enables on this monitor,
Come on. I'm dizzy.
and I haven't switched it off.
Abby! Hold on.
Have a day off. She ain't jumping again, is she? What was supposed to happen? Because I normally switch G-Sync off. I might switch it off.
You
Although
ready?
it's not capping her FPS, but...
Can I get a minute? Please. Okay.
I wonder if balance... What does DLSS balance look like? Does that also drop the usage? How much does that drop the usage? Yeah, it still does. I think only quality. I didn't notice it with quality. Unless maybe it's just this area. Maybe it's rebar again. Maybe that would push this to the max. Maybe it's got some weird areas in the game where it's still a problem.
Where to now?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
This is the right building, but I've never been to this part of it.
The bridge drops us off at the back of the building.
This is new to me.
Okay, well... let's see if we can find our own way down.
That pool looks filthy. Give me 2 seconds. Intrusive thoughts one. Okay. Let's just see if it, yeah, still 92, 93%. Could just be this area though, because I didn't notice that so much. So much in the earlier area. Let's just go full native and have a look. And then we will in a sec drop down to 1440p and have a look through that. I think maybe it's just this area. Maybe rebar if we switch that off. Maybe that'll fix it here. Like I say, after we've checked the other resolutions, I'll
If that's the worst
I'll
of it,
go
we got off lucky.
switch the resizable bar off in the BIOS and we'll see if performance is any different.
Some wolves believe in God. I heard them pray.
If I'm gonna die for me.
Then what are you doing? Why did you come back for us?
Guilt.
Of what? You don't owe us anything.
I just needed to lighten the load a bit.
Let's drop it down a little bit now, though. Let's go to 1440p and have a look at that. I will leave DLAA on, just because I think it probably overall look much better doing that. So we'll leave it like that. 2560 by 1440 here, so 1440p. We'll do native, so no scaling or frame generation with everything maxed out. So we've got everything here. Even if I expand all these settings, you can see I've still got everything completely maxed. Nothing can go any higher. And this area is probably going to give us a little bit less because of that usage. Like, we're still seeing 90% usage here. So I do wonder if on the 5090 this would be an area with 50%. I'll have to, when I do switch resizable bar off, we'll have to load back into like this exact chapter and see. To be honest, we could even check it against that Seattle area because that was where it was really bad. But seeing it at about 130 FPS average here, so it hasn't quite doubled the FPS from 4K, but that's a good... what did we have, like sort of 80, so that's a good like 50 or so more FPS, which is obviously quite a lot considering I've still got all the graphics maxed as well. So you realistically could do, you know, 1440p, 120, probably average will stay hopefully above that. Not going to quite hit the 144 though, at native at least.
If we get to the street, we'll be right by the exit.
Power as well, still quite efficient.
Just a body.
One of yours?
No. Check out the clothes. Here. Looks dark down there.
Oh, I see how this works.
So power-wise, hitting about 240 here.
We always take
It's
our
crazy the
down
difference
to
in
the
power
bottom,
between
so
this and like a
no.
5090. But basically, well, I suppose the 5090 does probably do about 40 to 50 F more in this game, I feel. If we had an average of about 85, we get about an average of 120. So yeah, maybe like 40 or 35, 40. Which is quite a lot, but it adds like 300 watts. Yeah, which is ridiculous for like that. That's like 100 watts per 10 FPS. Which is like absolutely wild. Oh my god, that's a long way down. So inside these bits at least, we are actually hitting a much higher average. I think indoors you could probably do the 144. We're seeing an average of 148, it's just outdoors. And to be fair, if we could fully max this out, if this was at 100%, we probably would have more of an average closer to 100 and, you know, 130, 140 probably compared to 120, but...
Stay here. Back up. All the way.
It's a lot of graphics card for that
I'll
resolution.
be stuck here.
Well, I mean, a lot of people, I think, probably do use it for 1440p because realistically, it depends on the game, obviously. For this game, yeah. But it depends what kind of FPS you want. If you want to max all the graphics out and you want to be over 100 FPS, you could do it natively, but it will be at 1440p rather than 4K, so...
Gas mask.
It's going to depend. You could hit that FPS natively at 1440p, or you could do it at 4K using upscaling, so... Depends really, you know, what you want to do. But obviously, in a game with ray tracing, then it is definitely more aimed at like 1440p, really, performance-wise. Unless you do use upscaling and frame generation and stuff. Doesn't look like there's any enemies in here.
Shit. Just stay up there, okay?
Damn, bro. Use DLSS 3. Yeah, don't spam, please. We'll switch that in a bit. Undervolt 59. Yeah, you could, but I meant more of just like default to default. You could also undervolt this, and then, but just like default comparison. If you undervolted this and used less power, it would still be like a, you know, it'd still be a 250 to 300 watt difference. Maybe more like, it's still a large difference either way. Even if you undervolted the 5090 and left, even if you dropped that by 150, that's still 150 watts more. That's still quite a lot.
I'm out of my mind.
Am I using transformer? Yes, yeah, DLSS 4.
Finally. If you're gonna kill yourself, don't ruin the mask. Dick. That's
Nope.
not good.
Knock, knock. Where am I supposed to go here? I don't remember this bit.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she needs the mask, doesn't she, for the...
Looks good. Alright, back to lab.
With an undervolt. Yeah, no, with an undervolt, I was talking more difference between this and the 5090, but at default. Obviously, if you start undervolting stuff, then yeah, but as a fair comparison, you would have to undervolt both. You can't compare like a default GPU to an undervolted one and be comparing power. That's not really like a fair comparison. That's like when people compare a native GPU performance to one using frame generation. Like, you can't really do that. That's like when what was it? It was the 5070 was supposed to get like, what was it, 4090 performance, but it was with frame generation. So like, you can't, like, that doesn't count. Of course it will, like, but then what about if you put frame generation on the 4090? You know, it's not. It's like, it's just like there's no. It's not a fair comparison, I guess, in that sense. Pretty much most GPUs you could undervolt and you would drop power. But even if you dropped power on the 5090, it's still a lot. Even like the 4090, you know, 450. That's a lot, you know. Even on a 5090, if you could undervolt it to 450, that's still a lot of power, though. Swing at me, bro. I don't like these ones. They creep me out. This is highest graphics, yeah. I just think the usage drop down though. What I'm gonna do, hang on, just spare me a sec. I'm gonna restart the game really quick. Spare me 2 seconds. We didn't really see so much of that at 4K unless we were using upscaling. It would obviously be interesting to see once we drop it down. I think once we enable frame generation, it'll probably max out the usage again. Definitely curious to see what it's... Once I've gone to 1080p and we've had a look at that, and I want to try it without rebar, remind me to check out the Seattle chapter before I switch off rebar, just to see what the percentage is like there. Because that was the worst, wasn't it? On the 5090. .40p is the sweet spot for me. Yeah, I think probably... like, if you could pull all the stats, I imagine probably more people use it for 1440p than 4K, I would guess. Obviously don't know the stats, but I think that would make sense, really. I mean, 4K is like the least used gaming resolution anyway, so... Not really, as in, what, not that you could undervolt any GPU and it could drop power. Okay, that looks better now. I think maybe the game needed a restart. Seeing it at 98% here. Yeah, I mean, the 5080 and these GPUs are obviously fairly efficient, but it is still quite a lot of power compared to, like, the lower tier cards. You know, even if you're over 300 watts, it's still quite a lot. You know, that's not, like, a small amount of power to be using. I think they only increased it on the 5090 really, because it's the only way to try and squeeze more power out of it into like compared to 4090. It doesn't often like max out though. It doesn't often fully max out. Like in this game, I think we were using on the 5090, we were using like just under 500, I think. So although that's a lot, but that's in a majority of games, it doesn't actually fully max out. It's only the odd game where it'll hit like 580. Some games you're sort of seeing more 450 to 500, which is obviously more than a 4090, but it's not an insane amount more. They're queuing up here. Out of the box comparison in terms of efficiency isn't really fair for the 5090. Yeah, but like you've got to, you have to, when you're testing though, you can't be subjectively deciding that. You would have to test everything at that, otherwise it's just not an accurate test. Whether or not it's been designed with efficiency in mind, you still have to test it like that. You can't just be like, well, we won't test the 5090 in the same way because it's been, you know, you have to give it the same treatment. Otherwise it's just sort of biased, I guess, in that sense. Like, there's no way in an efficiency test you could be comparing all GPUs at default to an undervolted 5090. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. They're like... And to be honest, if you posted that online, you'd probably get an absolute, like, walloping from people being like you're an Nvidia fanboy or something. Trying to, like, make the 5090 look more power efficient. But no, I see what you mean. But it's just obviously hard when you're testing stuff. I wouldn't dare post that on Reddit. Could you imagine? And post it with the title of 5090 is efficient or something. How many GPUs do I have currently? I don't have like I used to have more. I have like in this room.
Here.
I have. We're taking too long.
Can't move any faster. I won't do your
I have 5.
There. We got this.
Did you see a way down?
No.
Abby, what about that?
Could argue the 5090 can lose the most amount of power before. Yeah, I mean, if you were doing that test, then that would definitely come out on top. I remember thinking the 4090 was also not too bad at doing that. You could drop the power a little bit, couldn't you? Not have too much significant performance loss, I think, if I remember. I don't think it's as good as the 5090, but if I recall, I think it was like not too bad. Let's forget about, yeah, like I thought, what if you can max the usage out 98%, you will realistically be about, we've got an average of 146. Mostly hold about that. I do maybe want to try and get back outside again and see it with the usage at 98% if we can. Where do I go here? Does still stutter quite a bit though. 0.1% low is 72. Not any massive stutters, it's just those really small stutters. Where did the girl go? Power usage is a bit high. What power would you prefer to have? We'll not go up through that. I don't remember this bit of the game, like, at all. We've got to go back. Anything in here for me?
That a fire hose? Lev, come get this down.
Can I feel the power consume? Can you feel this power consume so much in electricity? But not really. No.
I'm gonna head down.
I mean, I got a 5090, so I'd be more worried about that. I'd be more worried about that, like we were saying, power-wise, than this GPU. I can't go up. How do I go up? I'm supposed to go down. $160 is more reasonable. Just compare other cards.
May the current be calm.
What other cards? Because if it's obviously a lower tier card, then yeah, you would expect it to use less power, but it won't have as good performance. Unless you start tampering with it. Thought it was 50 series. No, this is the 4080 Super. What the hell? Holy, that scared the life out of me.
Holy shit. That thing was growing into the wall. Until it fucking wasn't. hate demons. Tell me about it.
Well, my thoughts on 97 XT? It's good. If you can get one for MSRP or close to it, it's good. FSR 4 seems pretty good. Performance on it overall is pretty good. Sort of raster. I've just jumped on my death somehow. Ray tracing obviously is like okay, more aimed at like low to maybe medium ray tracing, but that's sort of I think expected really. I don't think anyone's expecting to have any insane ray tracing performance, but definitely if you can get it close to MSRP, I think it's good. When I'm seeing pricing where it's like 1,000 or whatever, I think it's definitely not worth it, but it's a tough. There's only a few like. When you start hitting the 1,000 range, it's I don't think there's many GPUs that I think are worth it. Have I tried the optoscaling board? I have, yeah. I'll be doing some more tests with that. But I have seen it, yeah. Won't be like the official like native support for a game in terms of FSR, but I want to have a bit more of a look at it. $5090 costs $70 per year at gaming, 10 hours per week. Yeah, I mean it's not obviously it does cost, but it's not like an insane difference, and that's quite a lot, isn't it? Well, I realistically probably at most, if I do maybe 2-3 hours a day, but I don't necessarily do it every day, maybe 5 times a week. So yeah, I probably do maybe 10 to 15 hours a week. That's not gone well. I was too loud, I think. Let's get some DLSS 4 on. Just set it to quality, because I think overall performance there pretty much about 140, 145. Which is pretty good. Just switching on DLSS quality, at 200 now. Whoa! Whoa! That's not good. That is not looking good, bruv. Is that DLSS doing that? There we go. That's the first weirdness we've seen. Is that DL? Oh, something's happening here. Look, you can see it. You see that flickering? It's still there, I'm guessing, but DLSS. Is this because this thing's going to jump out at me? Is that why? Yeah. See? Is it going to be gone now? Is that flickering gone?
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's weird, isn't it? Let's switch this back on. I bet you it's gone.
I am so glad we took this shortcut.
Yeah. Look, it's gone now.
No, we're stuck with all these
Weird.
That's the joke, Lev.
GPU die. No, it seems like an issue with whatever was happening here. Look, it's gone now. I think it probably seems like a game issue causing something. Oh,
Thank you, Petra.
here we go. Let's get this party started. Damn it, bro. How are you still going after that? I feel like that wasn't worth it. That's absolutely just wrecked my health doing that. Probably just easier to shoot. How do I switch the swap ammo? I'll save that for like something really big though, probably. What? What? I wasn't on the thing. I thought it was on the God damn it. Wait. Is that thing alive in there? I was like, what actually happened there? I somehow just walked straight off. Well, we'll get the resources here because we can upgrade stuff with that. I'll heal up as well. What do I think about the 50, 60 having 8? It'd be good to see it with a bit more. But it doesn't really surprise me, to be honest. Pretty much most GPUs we've had have been like the same, haven't they? I mean, the only one that hasn't was the 5090. We've got 32. I think the TI's got 16, hasn't it? So that's the same. Have I got my crossbow still? It's happening again, look. How weird's that? That's so weird. I'm guessing it... How do I do this? I can't do air. Oh man, I can't take it out. I'm gonna have to shoot it. Yeah, look, I'm getting all that like art. It's like artifacting, isn't it? Oh, that's gone. I forget you can't. You can't melee those, can you? Damn it. I'm going to have to just... I've got nothing to silently do this. That's a bit annoying. I'm going to have to just go for it. I was hoping she might shoot it with an arrow to save me some ammo, but...
You? No. Good. Let's keep going.
Do I think 4K is worth it? Yeah, no, I think 4K... It depends on the game. On a game like this, then yeah, I think 4K is worth it, providing that you can get reasonable FPS. Like, if I can get 4K 60 in a game like this, I'm fine with that. But if upgrading to 4K means you're going to have like 30, and you have to use DLSS quality or something. Although DLSS 4 I think is fine in this game to use, but... I wouldn't do it at the cost of like extreme performance hit. Light him up. That was a lot of ammo. across some of those. What are the settings we want to see next at 1440p? This is obviously with DLSS quality. Did we want to see frame generation as well? So that'll probably give us some pretty ridiculous FPS. We've put on DLSS frame generation there. Margie's just going to yeet herself off the side of the thing again. Look at this FPS here, though, with frame generation. About 245 average. Which is pretty insane. This game does give me that really insane frame time, though. Seeing the same thing at 1440p compared to 4K. And I'm also still getting that weird... like, image. That like weird artifacting as well still.
Keep going down. We're almost at the street.
Hasn't sort of changed power a little bit though. I'd say VRAM's up now, basically 12 gig. 11.9 or just under 12. Do we not need to keep going down? I'm scared somebody's just going to jump out at me. A lot of issues with DLSS on this title. Yeah, I haven't actually had any DLSS issues at all, apart from just here with that weird sort of artifacting. But it seems to only do it where in this area, if there's a zombie... and it's almost like where it's programmed to move at a certain point and it hasn't been triggered yet. You get this weird flickering. Once you kill the zombie, it's gone. Like, the flickering and everything's completely gone. It's really weird. First time I've seen that on this game, though. I don't know if it's just this area. Try and see if I can show you again. It was doing it back there. It's, like, very quick when it does it. CPU usage... it's still fairly high. I mean, I'm at just under 50%. I haven't seen it in the 90s, though, like we saw the other day. In those cutscenes where it was going, the most we saw was, what, 95% when it was doing the shaders, I'm guessing, but I've not seen that since. I don't like this room. Any other resources? We've been in here.
Okay, progress. Liv, you doing all right? Yeah. Are you?
Oh, there's ammo. I almost missed that.
Not my best day.
I've been in Spores area. It does definitely drop FPS. Those areas, but with DLSS and stuff, didn't have any issue with those areas. But yeah, overall, the Spore areas do have less FPS compared to other areas, as much as indoor has quite a lot higher FPS than outdoor. Although technically with all these like no windows, you're technically always outside, but you've got grass in the building, so technically you're outside. But if we were like on the street level or whatever here, it would be less FPS as well. Missing textures, yeah, it seems to do it. It's like it does it when the zombie or whatever, the like game AI hasn't been triggered yet. Because you saw it when it was in the wall, didn't you? We had that flickering, and then once I'd triggered the zombie, and I killed it, it had gone. The flickering had completely gone. And we saw it again on that next bit with that zombie standing there.
Holy shit.
Look, see it again there.
There are too many demons.
It's where it's like the zombie's moving. Look. It's happening again. It's because there's a zombie in the wall, look, you see? I guarantee if you kill I think that's a zombie there, is it? It looks like it is, in the wall. It seems to be caused by that. Alright, this is really not looking good down here, is it? How do I get through this? Do I just hide under here? Have I got any shivs? Yeah, look, it's doing it again, you see? As soon as I kill this... Oh, the game's crashed. No! No! Well, that's the first crash we've had. Interesting. I wonder if rebar, not that that'll fix that like artifacting, but maybe just a restart will fix it. Because that was pretty much almost definitely what crashed it for me there. Because we didn't see that at 4K, did we? That's what I think. Maybe it's just that area. Didn't get any of that at all at 4K. DLSS upscaling looked weird in the spore areas. Yeah, I didn't really notice that, to be honest, so much. I didn't really notice too much difference in image quality. And it definitely, yeah, it does seem to be. Maybe we'll see if it does that again. Maybe it just needed restarting. Might just fix itself. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It looks like it has. Because it was doing it here, wasn't it? Well, we'll find out in here. Yeah, it seems fine. Maybe it's because only settings I'd changed. Oh well, I changed what? I changed DLSS and frame generation. Like mid-game without restarting. Like maybe that just caused some sort of issue. Just notice though the usage. Look at the GPU usage here. 84%. I do think maybe rebar here is a resizable bar. I think maybe that would be better off. If I get down to 1080p and then I can switch rebar off and see. Have I got another shiv? I do. Let's drop down to 1080p really quickly and have a look through that, and then I'm keen to try and get resizable bar off, see how much of a difference that makes to the performance. So, because we do definitely see usage dropping down quite a lot. I'll go to 1080p native. We'll leave it on DLAA and we'll leave it on that for a little bit. And see, I think usage seems like it's still going to be quite low. I wonder if I maybe need to restart the game again. Because when I restarted last time, it fixed the usage, but we only just restarted, so it seems weird we'd have to do it again. But average of about 183 here, which is quite high. another 40 or 45 FPS from 1440p. VRAM's come down to about 10.5. Power's down to about 200, so that's come down quite a bit. Hell no, bro. No, get out of there, get out of there.
Watch out!
It's bad, it's bad. It's time to get the flamethrower out.
Come on! Got a demon.
Oh my god. That fire looks quite good, doesn't it? Light it up. It's bad. Oh, I dodged that. Oh my god. I got it, I got it. Whew. Why does the frame time look like that?
Killed that big demon.
What, at the moment or just there? It was because of frame generation. Sorry, I forgot to change the, we're at 1080p now. It all got a little bit too hectic there. Yeah, the frame time looks really choppy because of frame generation, if you're talking about back there before I switched it. DJ Legacy, thanks for subscribing. That's a long name, that one. Now it looks good. Yeah, it looks okay now because I'm at native now, no frame generation. It essentially breaks the way MSI interprets the frame time. That's why it just looks like really choppy. You'll see the same thing with multi-frame generation as well. It'll look even worse than that with multi. Completely out of ammo. I do want to quickly save this and just restart again, you know? Because is that going to fix my usage? Does seem to be a little bit of an issue with this game, doesn't it? With the usage. When I think you change the settings in-game, it seems to mess with it. It might be shaders, maybe. Something's messing with it. So I'll just quickly reboot. What the Premier League scores? Southampton lost. Did Portsmouth play? Oh, they drew. Portsmouth are going to be playing Southampton next season. It's huge. Is it just how video frame did it? Yeah, it's like the flip metering in basically MSI just doesn't, it can't output what it actually looks like in a way, so it looks crazy because it can't like accurately measure it basically. I've got to do that whole bit again. What? I saved it. Surely not. What? How does that make sense? What? I saved it. How did I mess this up last time? Oh, thing jumped out at me, didn't it? But yeah, it does seem to fix my usage. Here you go, 97% again. So it does seem like if you change settings mid-game, I didn't really have that issue on 50 series. At all. It seems like on this though, on this 4080 Super, if you switch settings mid-game, it seems to drop your usage. You have to restart. It was someone in here, wasn't it? Yep. God damn it!
Heads up!
How am I supposed to trigger those? Dude, I'm hiding under a bed. This is not good, I'm trapped.
Move it!
Big boy. Try and get rid of the other thing. That's not good. Hell no! Dude. I'm out of that now as well. Damn it. Damn it. How is this thing still going? Whew. Okay, don't quit the game.
We did it. We killed that big demon. Yeah, we did. Come on.
98. Yeah, it's pretty. The usage is not too bad at 1080p. It's do see it dip down a little bit, 95%. But it's still, you know, that's still in the like ballpark of I think is acceptable. To be honest, not seeing it drop down like insane amounts. It just occasionally will need a restart though. Is it normal at 97% GPU usage? Yeah. I mean, you want it as high as possible. Anywhere between really like sort of 97, 98 is pretty much considered maxed. You don't often see like 100%. As long as you're not getting any insane drops to like 80 or, you know, if I was seeing it drop below 90%, I'd probably start getting worried. Even below 95 would suggest maybe something's wrong. What do I need here? Really low on resources. Arsenal Real Madrid game. Yeah, it should be good. I'm interested to see how Arsenal play it. I think they probably will just park the bus, surely. It wouldn't make sense to go there and try and score, in my opinion. Like, you're already, like, 3-0 is quite a significant lead. I think if you just try and score, you end up being way too open. Let's check out some DLSS for a little bit as well at 1080p. Like I said, I do want to try and try it with resizable bar disabled as well and see if there's any performance difference. But I'll set it here, DLSS quality. It's I've got it overridden DLSS 4, so
Fuck this building.
should be pretty similar quality really at this to native. To be honest, if anything, probably looks a little bit better compared to native with DLAA or like DLSS on, to be honest, because the anti-aliasing I think looks a little bit better than TAA.
What is that?
A quarter. A quarter of what?
Mehmet, hello, how's it going?
What?
If it's alright to ask, what do I do for a living? I do software engineering. Well, I do more data engineering stuff now. That's my full-time job. Arteta doesn't know how to park the bus. Oh, he's definitely done it before. Do you not remember when they used to go to Man City? They used to park the bus
You can take
there.
your mask off.
Do you not remember? Wasn't it where the one game where it was like 0-0? No, it was 1-1, wasn't it? Arsenal went there and just absolutely parked the bus. They were 1-0. Was that the game they were 1-0 up? And then they went 10 men, didn't they? Was it that game? And it ended up 1-1. They definitely parked the bus in that game. They tried to hang on to that 1-0 lead for dear life. I think if you go there and try and score though, I think that's a bad plan. That's not a good plan. Because that's like,
Hospital.
I don't know, that's crazy if you try and do that. You're 3-0 up. You've basically won the tie.
We sure did.
You're just going to end up really open if you try and score.
You see that elevator right there?
What elevator?
Yeah.
That's the path we would have taken. No infected.
Cool, Lev.
Let's not tell the others about what happened. I don't want Yara to worry.
You're a good brother. Can I ask you a question?
Okay?
Do you regret shaving your head?
We're not supposed to have regrets.
Lev.
I wish I just ran away. And Yara wouldn't caught in all of this.
VRAM is at 10, yeah, well it's about 9.5 now, but this is with DLSS on.
Does your mom
So
need taking care of?
it has dropped it a little bit.
Our mom.
Had about 10, didn't we? 9.5 now. Power's still about the same though, that hasn't really come down. Still around about 200, 210. But we are seeing 230, 250 FPS here. Oh wow, 140, whoa. Look how much FPS I get at this bit. And then look how much this drops. That is insane. That is insane, the difference of just... It's like 100 FPS. It's 110 FPS. Look at that. You go back inside, it'll be back over 200 again. Damn, someone didn't do the washing up. That water definitely looks quite bad at 1080p with DLSS. See how sort of fuzzy that looked?
Because they want to kill you. With me, they're just worried about a backgammon rematch.
What's backgammon?
I'm gonna go in the front door, grab the stuff, come right back. You're staying here, yeah?
Yeah.
Fine, bro, and you? Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I think I finally fixed my stream PC. I mean, it looks like it's been alright. But you can see here, look how blurry the water is. It's mostly because I'm at 1080p also on a 4K screen, so it's going to probably look a little bit worse than it would do on a native 1080p. Oh, now that I've said that, it is actually overloading my encoder. Give me a sec. Has it been doing that a lot? Yeah, sorry, I think it was overloading the encoder. I think what I might do is I might eventually switch this 4080 Super to my stream PC and use that. It does seem to get sometimes a little bit lag on the 4060 that I've got current in there. Let's try it with some frame generation as well. See what FPS does look like. FPS is a little bit all over the place, to be honest, at 1080p. I was seeing it go anywhere from like 140 to 260.
Got someone in the water. Trespasser.
I'm a wolf! Don't shoot! It's me! It's Abby!
It just did it there in the water. Yeah, okay. I've dropped it.
Abby,
I've dropped
She alone?
the settings a little bit just because it was actually freezing my OBS. So we'll see what it's like. Some areas of the game, maybe it's just too much for it.
Hey, guys.
Jesus, you swim here?
I broke
Now
my
this is
foot.
the area that the
I need to grab some medical supplies. I'm doing a thing for
Ellie
Isaac.
you play
We're
through.
moving all these assets to Isaac. What does he need?
I can't talk about it. It's something away from the fob.
Well, everything's getting moved out and packed up. Take a look, see if anyone's got what you need.
Hey, is Nora around? Yesterday she said she was shipping out here.
Just left the last transport, but she'll be back.
Okay, thanks.
How are they still getting new recruits?
Maybe they're brainwashing all the trespassers that enter the city.
What you got there?
Splints, tongue depressors, bedpans.
Is there anything surgical?
Saw some stuff like that inside a while back.
Thanks. You still clearing this place?
Yep, one floor at a time.
Still got supplies in there?
Oh, for sure.
Hey.
Abby, they got you out here too?
Yeah, what a haul. I need some medical supplies. Can you put me where I'm supposed to?
Abby,
Do make sure to drop a like on the stream if you haven't already.
he wants you back at
I'm
the
gonna
farm.
see if we can hit 100 likes. Need
talk to Isaac.
35
Talk to him
more,
in
so
person.
still got a little bit of a
Going back
way.
to the next shipment.
Keep up our streak.
What are you doing?
She's been AWOL since yesterday. Give me your hands.
Shit.
Not looking good, bruv.
Hey! Hey! Let me the fuck out! God damn.
You're gonna dislocate your shoulder. Wow. I never thought I'd see you on Isaac's bad side. You find no one at the aquarium? I talked to Manny.
I need some medical supplies.
Why? What happened to him?
Compartment syndrome. Bashed forearm.
You're not treating him, are you?
Mel. We don't have a lot of time.
Jesus. Most of these supplies have been packed and shipped already.
What?
We haven't cleared out the lower floors yet.
Would they have what I need?
Yeah, probably, but... it's rough down there.
I'll be fine.
You get caught. I had nothing to do with this.
Of course.
All right, come on.
Any other settings we want to see at 1080p before I switch it? I do want to check with resizable bar off, so after this I'll save it and go probably back to 4K and
She was so fucked up after Isaac talked to her.
Isaac talked to her?
After he
see what
found
it's
out
like
about
with resizable
things,
bar. To be honest, I could probably
Isaac
try
was
maybe
gonna be
1440p because the usage was dropping loads there, wasn't it?
Did anyone talk?
No.
Nora,
Where are you two going?
to grab Abby. Boat's ready to head out.
Well, I still got boxes on the 3rd floor. Can you two bring them first?
Boat's pretty full.
Come on, I don't want to be here all day.
Fine.
Thanks. They're gone.
Rat King.
And you're okay?
Always.
Well, Manny's been worried sick about you.
You know I'm here?
Any resources over here?
So what's Owen's plan once Mel gets at Army?
Oh yeah, look. You see
He's
this
been
here?
talking
Look.
about Santa Barbara.
He knows
The
that's
light on
some
there.
bullshit, right? I feel so bad for Mel.
Yeah. Me too.
Hold up. All clear. All right. These floors have the ICU, the trauma center, and a few surgical suites.
Sounds perfect.
There's a reason we haven't touched this area yet. It was ground zero for the whole city. Where they brought the
Well,
first
team, catch you
before
later.
anything knew better. It's
Thanks
gonna
for
be
watching.
overrun to shit.
Awesome.
Worst case, look for ambulances. They're contained and I've gotten lucky before.
Good idea.
God, it's dark down here without the torch, isn't it? I suppose there's no power.
May your survival be long.
May my death be swift.
See you back at base. Soon, I hope.
Yeah.
There'd be absolutely no way I'd be going into here. Not on your own. This is the first time playing this game? No, I've played it before.
Surgery, trauma, ICU. Let's do this.
Look too soft? That's what she said. It's because I'm at 1080p, so yeah, it'll look very soft and maybe even a little bit blurry purely because I'm on my 4K screen. So if anything, it'll look even worse because I've set it to 1080p. So it'll look even worse than on a 1080p native screen.
God. Shit. They had no idea what they were up against. This doesn't look so bad.
I do want to... I wonder if we'll switch frame generation back off. Does it look any better with that? It'll, like I say, because I'm running 1080p on a 4K screen, it will look a little bit blurrier than compared to if you had it on an actual 1080p native screen. I'm going to switch... I'm going to probably go back to 1440p or 4K in a sec. I just want to also switch resizable bar off to have a look and see performance difference, because seeing the usage not quite fully maxed doesn't seem to have the same issue as on the 5090, but it would be worth actually, maybe it's worth doing it now. I'm going to quickly save it, and I'm going to have a look at the Seattle area before we do it to see if it suffers the same problem as the 5090. I don't think it will, because what we've seen so far, it's not as bad. It does seem to have like the odd drop that sometimes needs the game restart. So I'll just load that. Just have a quick look before I restart. I'll restart my PC really quickly and switch resizable bar off, and we'll see if there's any difference between it on this. It's got compile shaders. Gonna buy this game one day still. Yeah, no, I recommend. But if you're playing through part 1, then it'd be worthwhile doing 2 as well. Let's have a look. No, it seems like it's fine, doesn't it? 95. I mean, it's not perfect, but dipping down a little bit. But it definitely looks much better, doesn't it? Much better than what it did before. Just give me like 2 minutes. I'm going to quickly reboot the PC. Switch resizable bar off, and then let's just take a look at that as well. When is 4080 as a 1080p card? It's not really, but we have a look at it anyway. Obviously, have a look at all the resolutions. It's more, I'd say it's definitely more 1440p, obviously, but we normally look at 4K and stuff as well. Just because it's worthwhile. Have a look at all the resolutions. Because although it's not sold as a 1080p, you could still play it at that if you want really high frames. Rebar doesn't affect GPU low FPS. No, no, we're not looking at that though. We're looking at the GPU usage. Give me 2 seconds. I have to move over to my other screen. But yeah, we're not trying to fix low FPS. We're trying to see how it affects the GPU usage, because on the 50 series it had quite a big effect. So we're going to see if it's the same on the 40 series as well. I'm just disabling it in the BIOS. I don't think it will have such an effect, because on the 5090 we saw it gave, with resizable bar enabled, it was about 50% usage. Disable it and it gave about 98, 99. So we didn't see that kind of effect on the 4TT Super, but it'd be worthwhile seeing if it the occasional drop at those low resolutions. If we maybe go into the game at 1440p, play through a little bit like that, and see if it hits consistently sort of 98 a little bit more. Right, I'm back on Windows. I'll just boot the game up. You should see my stream PC at the moment. It's completely just... It's like a Frankenstein. It's completely not even in the case anymore. The whole PC and motherboard is out. I stayed up till like 3 AM last night trying to fix it. And it seems like it's working alright. I've left it all hanging out. Let's see, we'll play through a little bit at 1440p. See what the usage is like now, but I've got resizable bar switched off, disabled, so from the BIOS. So we shall see what kind of effect that has. I'm not hearing the game. Should I be hearing the game? Oh, it's really delayed. Give me a sec. What was wrong? Nothing. What do you mean? What do you mean what was wrong? Nothing was wrong. So I'll switch it back to 1440p if we do native for now. And if I load back in... Do I upload video to TikTok with high bit rate? I don't have a TikTok. I don't upload videos to TikTok. I've never been on TikTok my entire life. I have no idea what that even means, to be honest. Never uploaded a video on TikTok. So in this area, 98%. Let's just play for a little bit and see if that drops at all. What was wrong with my stream PC? Oh, it was I think it's the riser cable. PCIe riser cable was basically, it wasn't recognizing just some of my GPUs, but some of them were fine. No, okay, it seems to drop the usage down still a little bit. 95% I was seeing.
Okay. Surgery, trauma, ICU.
Doesn't seem to make too much difference. It still seems mostly the same performance-wise, doesn't it? Seeing maybe slightly higher performance with resizable bar disabled. 156 average here at 1440p. Before we had about 140, didn't we? So it's maybe a little bit higher. Let me hang on a sec.
Gonna be too easy.
Text went on the stream.
Surgery, then.
Okay. Where have we got to go? Can we drop down?
You fought the good fight. We are. Trauma Center's gonna be in there.
How dark is it? Oh wow. I'm just waiting for something to jump out at me.
I'm glad I wasn't around during the outbreak.
We might actually be able to upgrade something. What was that health one? So yeah, performance there. Let's maybe check out 4K as well. I think we probably get slightly higher performance just in these areas because the there's just not really anything going on, is there? There's no sort of lighting or anything. It's completely dark, obviously with the torch, but with the torch there is lighting, but sorry, I'm just changing the resolution on the screen. Go back to 4K and play through a little bit like that. I'll leave it on DLAA. But yeah, it seems like I don't think resizable bar doesn't really seem to change too much here. It has much bigger effect on the 50 series. Live WUWA. WUWA, what does that mean? There's no ray tracing in this game.
What the fuck? Okay, this is a lot.
Hell no. Get ready for a jump scare.
Come on, give me something. Nada. Please, let there be an ambulance in the garage.
I've got the flamethrower. Load it up. Now, do we want to go through here? Do we want to go through?
Great. I hear you.
Wait, what's through that other door? Oh, there's multiple ways.
The fuck is that?
Oh god. It's a big boy. It's a really big boy. Okay, so yeah, we have to go the other way, don't we?
I guess it's down to the surgical suites. You need power too.
All these doors need power.
Maybe a generator around here somewhere.
I actually completely forgot that I thought I was still safe in a safe area. Get the silencer out. But behind that door though, I think I'm safe, aren't I? I think I'm safe. Safe for now. As soon as that power comes on, I'm in big trouble.
Had to try. Where do these cables go?
One of the cable goes there, the other cable goes here, but... Oh, okay, they're going here. Oh.
Could use Levin here. Or Manny. Yeah, Manny. Manny was great.
Can we upgrade anything? What do I use the most? This was like one hit kill, maybe stability or damage. That's what, I can never afford much, really. Are we ready to get the power on?
Here goes.
Get ready. Oh my god, I almost missed all this stuff. I might be able to upgrade something. stability. Do that one as well. Get all the lights on. Here we go. FPS is going to probably drop a little bit. Not too bad though. Still in the 80 to 90 FPS, which is not too bad. Could easily play this at 4K like this. God. That is terrifying with the red light. Look at that. Not like the sound of that. Can I one-hit these? I don't think I can I? If I hit it in the head, I don't think it'll one-hit it. Nice and slow. Weapon upgrades. As in, like, the way it's done. The way you do them. Please don't turn around. Shiv. That's funny. Just craft one. Craft one really quick. Damn, bro. I didn't want to leave. Oh, no! Oh, I didn't know that they knew where I was. No! Damn it, I didn't. I thought it was safe. I didn't know it fully alerted them. Damn it. I got a shot off as well. See that other shot that I got? I actually hit it with I hit it with the... I stabbed it. And I shot it, and it's still going. Alright, well, we know that one's there now. But how do I do that silently, though? I guess we need a shiv, don't we? I need that. I can only craft 2, though. Oh, no. Have a day off. There wasn't one there last time. What's that about? We just... I've got to go for it. I do need to save some stuff though, because there's that big thing.
Should make things easier.
Oh, it's probably
these medical supplies.
Probably not the smartest, really, but what can we do? These weapon upgrade. Yeah, the way they do the weapons is pretty cool. Yeah. See, there's one here, and I know there's one here. Can you...
doing?
That's one way. Maybe I should just shoot them. It's probably one bullet, isn't it? Oh my god, I got loads of ammo on that. There's nothing. I'll tell you what would be good to see is maybe just dropping the settings a little bit as well. Onto like a medium, maybe high. Should we set it to high instead of very high? That doesn't actually really do anything, does it? FPS wise. Medium, that gives us a little bit. Not a drastic difference. I mean, I suppose I'm in the 90 to 100 here, but probably average in the 80s still, so it's not really a massive difference.
Let's see what you got. For fuck's sake.
We're going to have to fight that big thing, whatever it is.
Let there be an ambulance in the garage.
Aim stability, faster aim movement. Faster health kits. What other door? Wait, where am I? I would have powered up all those other doors. I've been... Is this the same area that I was in?
Jesus.
Someone got out. It has got out.
Fuck did this? Oh, don't panic. Get the shit and get out of here.
I see it about 100 FPS here. I'll switch it back to the max for now. What do we drop to if I put it back to very high? So, yeah, from very high to medium, it's about 20 FPS, which I suppose is a fair amount when you're playing at 4K. I don't really notice a particular difference in the actual graphics quality doing that either. So you can gain a little bit. I'd probably prefer to just leave the graphics max, though, and get DLSS quality on, really.
Bingo.
Because I don't really think you'll notice any difference at all between DLSS quality and native.
That's good.
At least we haven't. I'd rather do that than drop graphics settings, but...
Yes. Thank God. Get ready to celebrate.
That's not good, bruv. Rod! Chop his head off. What have we got?
Hey, damn it!
That's not good. Oh my. That is a neck breaker. That's a dead end. Hell no. So fast. I'm out of ammo.
You like that?
Oh, this is the end for me. Oh my god.
Dying here.
I was trying to get that other ammo. Hey!
Good riddance.
Where did the other one go? Did I get it? I know I smacked it in here.
Out of here.
Damn, we were so low on ammo. Have a little look around, make sure we don't miss anything. It is still going.
Still alive. Great.
Only died once. Yeah, not too bad. Gav, hello, I'm alright. How are you? I'm getting the shotgun out. Damn it. Load the shotgun up. How the hell are you still going? How the hell are you still going? Is it because there's water in here, I guess? It's still on fire. If it's gonna let me craft ammo, it's in big doo-doo. It was one hit away. Craft health. I think we actually had. I just used 2, but we did pretty much have max, I think, didn't we? I need to obviously craft some now, but. Oh, look at that, the FPS there, 64. 62, that's probably the lowest we've had. It seems to be this bit through here. It does not like looking through here, almost exactly here, look, bang on 60 FPS. It does not like that bit at all. And this is, I guess, spore area. Like I was saying earlier, the FPS does drop quite a lot in these types of areas, especially with the water here too. Combination of that whole thing, I guess, is dropping it quite a bit. Like maybe this bit here, looking back this way, there you go, 59. It's like sort of this exact bit hits it quite hard.
Okay. No one's ever gonna believe that shit.
Hanging skeleton. I think it's just mainly the spores. Having the spores in an area with water, and there's also some lighting going on in there too. I think just all those things together, dropping the FPS quite a bit. James, thanks for subscribing.
They're all looking for you. What did you do?
Nothing. I told you to stay put.
I couldn't. Your friends are all over the place. Did you get the stuff?
Yeah. Now we just need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I got the stuff and I killed a big boy.
Follow me.
Couldn't we get a boat both ways?
Hey, Alice.
Did Abby betray her people? Yeah, because I guess the rule isn't to like converse with I forget what these other type of people are called. Group of people. Forget what they're called.
Well done. You can go see her now if you want.
Is she gonna be okay?
Yeah, actually. Hey.
They're just kids.
I know.
What happened to us?
Maybe we stopped looking for the light.
Maybe.
Fireflies? No, the child, Lev, those people.
I'm gonna go check on the girl.
They're like a tribe almost. They've got a word that they're called, but I can't think of what it is. They'll probably say it in a sec. Begins with an S, I think. Strays, is it? She keeps... Is this another nightmare again? It is. It's her running to the room. This has gone back in time now. Which, obviously, that's not true.
Owen?
Just me. What are you still doing up?
I was changing Yara's bandages.
Can't believe she's on her feet already.
Yeah, well, scars are tough.
Scars, that's it. They're called scars. There you go.
Fuck you, Yara. I wouldn't leave you behind.
Love doesn't want to leave Seattle. Owen invited them to come to Santa Barbara.
That is very Owen. I figured you'd have talked him out of going by now.
Actually, I'm going with them. But not if you come.
Oh.
What?
He may fall for your little act with these kids, but I don't.
There's nothing to fall for.
Isaac's top scar killer suddenly had a change of heart. Nothing to do with Owen. Right?
I haven't always done the right thing.
You're a piece of shit, Abby. You always have been. I'm done with you. You want to do right by these kids? Get out of their lives before you screw them over too.
Oh. Damn, that'd break your foot.
Abby?
Nice shirt.
Are you okay?
How's your arm?
It's better than it was this morning.
Lev coming around?
He will. Do you mind helping me look for him? He was pretty worked up.
Sure.
He ran off this way.
Okay, sorry to... Gonna have to end things. End things here. Try and play more of it maybe on a different day. I do definitely have a lot of other games that I also want to see as well, though. So we maybe come back to this in a couple of days. But thanks a lot for watching. I'm not sure I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll try and stream on Monday, hopefully. So if I'm not around tomorrow, have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you later.